Hi, book fans! We've reached the end of the second week of Horror Mayhem, and it was scary. I am jealous of everything whose beauty does not die. I am jealous of the portrait you have painted of me. Why should it keep what I must lose? Every moment that passes takes something from me and gives something to it. Oh, if it were only the other way, if the picture could change, and I could always be what I am now. Careful what you wish for, Dorian. Dorian Gray, one of two books I read in week 2 of Horror Mayhem, was part of a group read set up by MJ over at Reading This Life. And I had read it before, back in high school, and remembered loving it. But I remembered only the basic premise of the novel and not any of the details. So I decided to join MJ in her group and reading this again. And yeah, that's the story. Dorian wishes that the painting could stay the same that he wishes that he could stay the same and never change, and that the picture instead could age. And it starts to happen. And that's what makes it a horror novel, as well as the rather bloody murder that takes place at about 52% of the way through the book. Yeah, the first half of the book is all set up. It's putting the characters into place, putting the situation into place, and it's a slow burn at the beginning. A lot of repartee, a lot of banter between the characters, very similar to the banter and repartee you see in his comedies, Oscar Wilde's comedies, like Lady Windermere's Fan and An Ideal Husband and The Importance of Being Earnest, where that kind of repartee and banter is played for laughs. Take it out of the comic setting though and put it into the setting of something like The Picture of Dorian Gray, and it becomes bombastic, it becomes oppressive, becomes a little scary that people would actually think and talk and feel and do this way. So anyway, Dorian makes his wish, and that painting starts giving him what he wants. And it really is a scary story when you get down to the brass knuckles of it. And 50% mark, just keep that in mind. Make it to the 50% mark and you're home free, because at that point the story takes off and it's one event after another, and the suspense builds and the tension builds, especially within Dorian himself. And yeah, it's a good book. I enjoyed it again, and I'll probably read it again at some point in the near future. Well, maybe not the near future, but in the future anyway. I'll read it again. So The Picture of Dorian Gray, the first of 2 books I read for week 2 of Horror Mayhem. The theme of week 2 was Gothic horror, and I had another one lined up, a novella by Algernon Blackwood called The Willows, and that one was a lot of fun. It was a delight to read something so utterly creepy. I respond more to the subtle creepiness in a story more than I do the blatant gore and make you jump type of scares. Give me the subtle creepiness any day, and I'll tell you what, there were parts of The Willows that had the hair standing up on the back of my neck, and it delivered. It delivered quite well. It's the story of 2 men canoeing down the Danube, going from the source to the end, hopefully, is what they're aiming for. They get to a part of the river that is flooding, and it's a lot of work to navigate it. They decide to pull off and make camp in a grove of willows, far from anything, far from any town, far from any farm, any village. And almost immediately, weird things begin to happen, the type of stuff that makes the hair stand up on the back of your neck, gives you goose flesh on your arms, and once they start, and they start very, very quickly, they just keep on going, one after another, one after another. And these guys have got to figure out what is wrong, what is happening here on this little willow island in the middle of the Danube River. And it's just good, creepy scares. I was actually jumping at little noises at the hotel here where I work. Working third shift late at night, everything's quiet, and all of a sudden just, the building settles a little bit and something makes a popping sound. Or somebody in the room right above me drops something and it makes a sudden noise. Oh, I was jumping because the book was so creepy, and it's very short. I read it in a couple of hours here at work. It's, I think if I recall correctly, it was like, 86 pages, something like that. But definitely, if you want a good creepy read, get yourself the Willows. So, moving on to week 3 of Horror Mayhem, we've got Cosmic Horror. And for Cosmic Horror, I'll be reading Below by Laura Hightower. And this was recommended by Ollie at Criminali, and I'll link to him down below so you can check him out. If you haven't subscribed to him yet, you're missing a lot of fun. He has a fun channel, and you'll look forward to his posts, I'm sure the way that I do, especially his Sunday Bollocks. I look forward every Sunday to the Sunday Bollocks. So that's my brief wrap up today for Horror Mayhem, week 2, Gothic week. Read The Picture of Dorian Gray, which I highly recommend if you can deal with the slow burn start. Again, you got to get to that halfway point, because when you hit that halfway point, it takes off. And then I read, again, The Willows by Algernon Blackwood, which is a must read for anybody who likes a good creepy story. I think you'll enjoy it. It was written in the late 1800s. I meant to mention that. But it reads like the best of contemporary scary books. So that's it for now. It's been a joy to spend just a few moments with y'all talking about scary books. Scary books are fun. I'm glad the Bookish Bryants started Horror Mayhem, because it's gotten me back into a genre that I had left behind, and I'm enjoying the Dickens out of it. No, I'm not reading anything by Dickens, scratch that, but I am enjoying it quite a bit. And I've got some more content coming up in this coming week, so I will see you again shortly. And if you've read either one of these books, Picture of Dorian Gray or The Willows, yeah, that's the name of it, let me know in the comments what you thought of either one of them. And if you've read the one that I'm going to be reading for week 3, Below by Laura Hightower, let me know what you thought of it. And if you're interested in reading along, let me know too. That'd be great to have a buddy read on this book. And as always, remember, love your fate, amor fati. Talk to you later. Bye.